What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com, and we've got a 2012 Triumph Speedmaster. Now, to start the day off, like we always do, like we always try to do, I got some words of wisdom for you guys. Luke 6:27-28. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who mistreat you. It's definitely that the world doesn't tell you to do that. That's very counter what you've been previously taught. Think about it. Think about it. Let's ride some bikes. And we got Caleb over here riding the beautiful Ninja Legend 636. It really is a super cool bike. I love that flat blue matte paint job on it. Forget him, we're talking about this bike. We're talking about the Speedmaster 2012. It only has 2,300 miles on it. I'm pretty excited to take this thing for a spin, see what this thing can do. Caleb should have no problem keeping up with us. Because his bike is wicked fast. We're gonna take a left right here. So it's a very, very comfortable riding position. The bike doesn't feel very long. It might be longer than what it feels, but it's an extremely comfortable riding position. You can see my knees are at a good comfortable angle. My arms are not too low, not too high. That's at a good angle. They're not too pulled back like this. I'm not like this, you know what I mean? I'm pretty stretched out. You see what I mean? I'm pretty stretched out. I'm 6'2". I think this bike is very, very comfortable. I like the way the seat feels. I like the throttle response on this thing. The gas light just came on, so Caleb will probably be pushing this thing back, and you'll see that it doesn't weigh very much. It's definitely a very comfortable bike. Now we're gonna, yeah, it's got great power. We're gonna shred up this mountain right here. Just to show you guys. I like that it's got the pegs. Pegs are a little more sportier than the floorboards. Such a good look too. It even has a I didn't notice this until right now. How did I not notice this? But it has a tachometer on the tank. That is pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what else to say about this bike. The type of person that rides this bike, they appreciate the British bikes. And it's a, what is this? Inline twin? Yeah, what does it look like? Yeah, it's an inline twin. Let's take a right. It's an inline twin. It's gonna be smoother than a V-twin. It's gonna have a little more power than a V-twin. I mean, depending on what V-twin and who made the V-twin, of course. The bike handles good. I had a guy call me the other day about, he was asking about the Thunderbird, comparing it to, like, he said a lot of guys compare it to the Road King, and I'm like, well, I guess you could, you know, it's got bags and stuff, but those cross, a lot of times when you compare bikes like that, you compare the Thunderbird versus the Road King or whatever, or this versus the Road King, it's not a really fair comparison because they're completely different bikes. They have very little in common, other than they're motorcycles and they might both have windshields and a bag. They have as much in common as, well, I guess they're both cruiser bikes. Me and Caleb. I'm handsome. Yeah, see, me and Caleb have nothing in common because I'm handsome and tall. And ugly. Ah! That hurts so bad, it's like a foot deep. Because I don't see it, I'm looking at the road and stuff. Yo, we're switching the cam on your helmet, and I'm gonna be on the left side, and you're gonna hit that bump every time. I'm breaking these bikes, hitting that horrible bump. I'm gonna make a compilation video of every time I hit that bump and send it to the county and make them fix it. Man, that hurt. That didn't hurt like, that hurt like my spine. Let me show you. Are you turning because your turn signal's on? It's got a very smooth and consistent power band. Like nothing, you know, it's never like pulling your arms off, but it's very smooth and deliberate, and it's very it's very readable. Like you hop on it once, you know exactly what it's going to do at any given time, unlike a two-stroke dirt bike where you're like, what is it going to do now? Who knows? So if you were a new rider, yeah, if you were a new rider, I would be okay with you buying a bike like this. And obviously you don't need my permission to buy a bike, but there are some bikes that I will do whatever. I may just not sell it to you. I may just completely say, no, go someplace else. Like that R1. Yeah, I'd feel comfortable with pretty much anyone riding this bike. You know, an adult. Someone big. A bigger guy. 14-year-old kid, yeah. Who just stole money from his parents to buy it. I'd sell it to you. Yeah, fake ID, fake check. I'd sell it to you. Great. Now the Triumphs are very unique looking, and that's a lot of people buy it. They buy it because it's unique. They're gonna roll up to a stoplight. They're never gonna roll up next to another Speedmaster. You go to a place where a bunch of people are riding. You're unlikely to see it. People are gonna be like, "Oh, what is that? A Triumph?" Most people only know Triumph for like two bikes, and that's the Bonneville and the Tiger. So bam, you roll up in something different. It's a big deal. Yo, it's the police. We got. Yo, quick, take a left. It's very comfortable. It's a very comfortable stance. It's comfortable and sporty. And look, I can drag like hand. Yeah, Triumph is not that rare. Alright guys, subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Check out the walk around for this bike. Oh, this bike's for sale. It's like, what do we price this bike out? Less than 5? No, less than 6? Less than 5, it was crazy. You can buy this bike for less than 5. Definitely less than 10. Alright guys. Should we keep the cameras running? Well, but they're going to be completely different footages. Yeah, let's just stop them.